You know, I didn't grow up with cable, and I don't even know if we had cable when I was little. What am I talking about? Well, I grew up as in like when cable was finally a thing. I had friends who had it, like when MTV was around in the 80s and Michael Jackson was on and when it was good. I never had it, so I didn't get, not talk and move. I didn't get to kind of be inundated with the pop culture of the time. My grandma had on soap operas and Kojak and Hawaii Five-0. I mean, I watched Gilligan's Island and I Dream of Jeannie as a kid. So I didn't really grow up with the access to that. You know, I remember hearing about Teen Summit when the audition came up and I had no idea what it was because I didn't have cable. I couldn't afford cable in college, so I didn't have it then. And nobody in my family was paying for cable. So I remember seeing Michael Jackson for the first time, but it was on an award show or something. And I don't remember when it was because my brain doesn't really work like that anymore. Like I just have a vision of it, but I don't have the details. And I remember that being amazing. I remember falling fully in love with Michael Jackson during the Off the Wall days. And I remember my grandmother taking the tape, cassette tapes, children, taking the cassette tape and crushing it because he was talking about an illegitimate child and Billie Jean. She wouldn't let me have it. So I saved my little money that I would scrounge from the back of her car and I bought another one. My grandmother and I were always back and forth, but we both very strong personality, but I get a lot of who I am from her. But in terms of pop culture and hair, I don't remember ever being influenced by any of that because I really did come up in a family that was so like, who you are is who you are. You're not gonna be like anybody else. Don't try to be, you will fail. You know what I mean? Like they're them and you're you. And so I never looked at other people and tried to emulate them. I always was just like, well, and my grandma was always like, you're not pretty, you're smart. You know, so when I got out in a world that said, oh, you're so beautiful, I was always like, what? Like, you don't even know my brain. My brain is way past, but you know, and I had that problem in TV because it's such a world of like how you look. And so it worked because I guess I looked the way they wanted me to, but I was always pissed that they were like just telling me how I look. Like, let me talk about something, you know, like I'm smart. I got a BA in history. So it was a struggle for weird reasons for me. It definitely wasn't typical and I didn't expect to end up in TV. And when I did, I didn't have any of the ideas of what I should look like. I was just like, this is what I look like. Take it or leave it, because you can't touch my hair, because we will fight and I will cry.